Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some FTB Infinity for episode 31. Now, between the end of last episode and this episode, I've done a bit of tinkering around in Buildcraft, and I've come to the realization that this system that we have over here for turning normal items into this Essentia is absolutely terrible. It is so slow, it is so tedious, and it is really, really annoying. So, I was doing a little bit of prep. I did a bunch of research as well, which I'll go through in a second. I'll tell you which ones I've done, so you can follow along at home if you would like. But I was doing some research, and I was testing some stuff out, and I was getting all these jars full of Essentia. And when it comes to breaking down an item, especially if an item has like 2 or 3 or even 4 different aspects within it, breaking it down and then separating it into jars is a massive pain in the backside, because we've got to go ahead and kind of open one up, make sure the other one's closed, and then once that's done, you got to quickly close that one, open this one, and then it'll change again. You got to do this one again, and it just, it's the most awkward thing in the world. So, the first thing that I want to do today is I want to get rid of this. I want to get it so that it's automatically done for us by a very trusty little golem. Now, the golems in Buildcraft are pretty amazing, actually, and if we go ahead and look in the Thermonomicon, the one we're going to make today under the Golemancy tab is this little guy down here, the Flesh Golem. So, to unlock this, I did have to do the research for straw golems and wooden golems, and then also flesh golems, obviously. And then the cores that we are going to use in order to get our golem to automatically sort the Essentia for us is this one over here, the Golem Core of Alchemy, which is got by doing these 3 cores, the Decanting, Fill, and Gather cores. If you do all of those, you'll unlock the Alchemy Core, and this thing is a bit tricky to make. It requires 3 bottles of water, a Golem Animation Core, and a water jar on our little Arcane Infusion crafting station thing over here. But we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. The first thing we're going to do is make a Flesh Golem. This guy is made by throwing one of these, a block of flesh, made using 9 rotten flesh or zombie brains, depending on if you're using Sphax or not. They're called zombie brains for me. If you're using the vanilla texture pack, they will be called the rotten flesh. And you make that's how you make that. To make the actual golem, we need to throw it into a crucible with 8 humanus, 8 mortis, and 8 spiritus. So, we have a little crucible over here. Let's grab a little bit of water. Thank you very much. I think we still have that tank around in this room, right? Yeah, we do. Nice. Okay. Take that. We have, of course, our accuracy accumulator just behind there, getting us infinite amount of water, which is lovely. I might set up another tank in here, kind of just above this, so we can always use water for this thing as well. But that's now ready to throw some stuff into it. And to get all of the aspects that we need, I'm going to go ahead and look under basic information and aspects of magic. So, what do we need? We need a humanus first. Humanus can be found in, let's see, zombie brains. Well, that's just peachy, isn't it? We're going to use a ton of zombie brains today. Let's take a bunch of you. We'll take a stack. How many humanus? 1. So we need to throw 8 of these in. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have a bunch of excess aspects, which is going to probably cause a lot of flux when we finish, but that's kind of unavoidable. What else did we need? We needed, let's have a look again over here. We needed Mortis and Spiritus. I apologize if I mispronounced any of these. Not 100% familiar with all of the aspects just yet. Let's have a look. Mortis is LM here. Can be found in doors. Doors is perfect, because we have a ton of wood. Oh, look at this. We got some doors. And we did need some mortars, so we have already done this a little bit. And, of course, we need 8 of those. So we'll take 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll throw all those in as well. I was making doors before, because you'll see we do have some mortars over here, which we will get to later on in the episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Did we drop something in there by accident? Because we've got a bunch of stuff in there. I'm not too sure, but that's fine. Hopefully that doesn't explode. I don't think it will. But we'll look over here. And then finally, is Spiritus. I'm pretty sure zombie brains contain... Oh, no, they don't. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What contains Spiritus? Let's have a look. It'll be right at the end. Spiritus is found in soul sand. Okay, we can do that. Let's have a look. Soul... we don't have that much. This thing, that's 4. We need 8 heads. I think all the heads contain them. We got 1 zombie. Oh, wow, that's 4. Nice. Okay, well, that worked out actually perfect. I was just getting ready to cut away. 1, 2, 3, da. You can go like that, and then we'll just go ahead and do something like this. Get ourselves this block of flesh, and we should... Ta-da! Be good to go. Look at that. We got ourselves a flesh golem. Nice. All right. That's a lot of aspects. Let's get rid of you and just watch the flux. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Let's grab some cobblestone and see if we can get rid of that. You don't really want to leave flux lying around. It's not very nice stuff. Kind of bad side effects. Probably a good idea to get rid of it as fast as you can. Boom. We'll just do that. And then pick all this stuff back up. But we now have our Flesh Golem. Nice. So, we're going to throw him down a little bit later, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves that alchemy core. So, if we go back into Golemancy, and we go over to the alchemy core, like I said before, this is made using this thing, the Golem animation core of decanting. This is the one before it. This is made by throwing a Golem animation core into a crucible with 5 aqua and 5 vacuous. Now, this thing is made using 4 brick and a nitor. Nitor is made by throwing glowstone into a crucible with 3 ignis, 3 lux, and 3 potentia. So, ignis, lux, and potentia, I'm pretty sure can all be got. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a bucket of water here from, I think it's like coal and torches. Because I know we've made nitor before. We have some nitor just beneath our crucible there. So let's have a look. Torches I know contain lux for sure. Yes, they contain lux. And then I'm pretty sure coal contains both ignis and potentia. It does. Nice. Okay. We only need 1. So I think, what's that? 3? I want to say. We need 3, 3, and 3. So it's definitely 3 torches. 1, 2, 3. And then, let's have a look. It'll just tell us up here, actually. That's 2. That's 3. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it up to 6 and throw 3 more of these in, just so we get a nice even 2. And then to finish it off, we need to throw a glowstone into there. So, let's go ahead and grab 2 of our 4 glowstone. Wow, I really thought we had more glowstone there. And we'll do something like this. 1, 2, and that gets us 2 nitor. Nice. Is that like completely empty water now? Can we use that again? I don't know. I'm going to assume we can. But we have nitor. Look at that. Beautiful. Do we have any bricks? We do. Look at that. Let's go ahead and take some of those. Do something like this. I hope it's not a recipe that has to be done in the other thing. And it is. So we'll take those back out. And we'll head on over to our arcane crafting table. And we'll do it in here. Here we go. 1, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. With a bit of nitor. It does require a bit of ignis and order. It would be a bit more if we didn't have that nice little V discount because of our gold banded wand, but that gets us a golem animation core, and now we need 5 aqua and 5 vacuous. I happen to know that water shards contain water. Look at that. Who knew? We'll take 3 of those, and I'm pretty sure chests contain vacuous. So let's grab some more oak, and let's get ourselves a few more chests, like so. How much? 4. Beautiful. We'll just take 1 of those. Actually, we need 2, aren't we? We need 1 more. Oh, there's going to be a bunch of excess there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go 1, 2, and then we'll throw in 1, 2, 3, and we'll finish that off with the piece of nitor. And that was completely not how that was supposed to go down, was it? Nope. Nope, I did that completely wrong. We needed to throw in the golem animation core, not the nitor. Wasted a bit of nitor, but that's fine. We got ourselves the golem animation core. Beautiful. All right, let's get rid of you again because we got a bunch of excess Aztecs in there that we don't really want to leave hanging around. Again, a little bit more flux, but it's not really too bad to get rid of some of this early game stuff. Let's get rid of you and you. And now it's over to the fun part. We need to get to the runic matrix infusion crafting here for the last bit. We need a water jar, 3 water bottles, and the core in the middle. So you can go right about there. Water jar can go right about there. Let's see about bottles. Do we have any? We have 1. I'm fairly certain we have enough glass to make some more. And I would be pretty much 100% false there. Oh, look at that. Boom, we do. Whew, okay. Never mind. Never mind. For some reason, I thought 1 sort of crafting recipe there would only get us 1 bottle. That's not right at all. But we'll get these, and we'll place them down. What was it? Like, in a bit of a weird pattern? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go and put 1 here. What? There it is. A bit of a glitch for some reason with the inventories recently. There, and there. Not the most even that I've ever been, but they're all there, and if you can keep it even-ish, actually I'm going to move that one to there, then it should work just fine. Now, we also need some aspects to go along with this. We need 15 aqua, 15 motors, and 15 Mercantio, and to save a bit of time, I went ahead and did these between the episodes. We have a bunch of Mercantio, bunch of aqua, and just enough motors, so if we were to grab our wand, we should be able to get this thing up and running. So let's grab you, and just ding. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's happening. It's working. I love this little thing. I love the little mod animations where you get mods that put in cool animations like this. I just love it. It's amazing. Now we should really have had extras, have backups of all of these things, because let's have a look. How is it? It's a minor instability, so it's not got a great chance of causing bad things to happen, but there is a chance that some of these items will fall off and we'll have to replace them. But it looks like we might just get lucky here. Ta-da! Look at that! Boom! Golem animation core. of alchemy. Beautiful. Now, the final thing that we're going to need before we can actually get our golem to automatically do this for us is the Golemancer's Bell. I'm just going to type in Bell because it's easier. And we need this little guy over here, the Golemancer's Bell. I believe, it has to be made in, again, in the Arcane Work Table, 4 nether quartz and a stick. I did go ahead and grab a bit of more nether quartz between episodes because we needed quite a bit for applied energistics last episode. But if we take that and grab a stick, didn't want to put you there. Can you, Oh, that's not right. I think we need the bell to pick him up. It's okay. We can pick him up in a second. Be careful not to kill your golem. That would be a very bad thing to do. You would have to make another one, which is not good. Also, try and make sure that your golem is not exposed to a lot of hostile mobs, because I'm fairly certain that hostile mobs will try and kill your golem. But if we just left-click with this, we do pick it back up, and then we'll go, and what we're going to do is we're going to, okay, let's get rid of all these, because these are a thing of the past. We don't need any of this stuff. We do need to fill those holes in the wall, but I'll do that in a second. We're going to get rid of all these pipes. Not going to need them anymore. And what we're going to do instead is I'm going to move all of these over to that other wall where the stuff is. You're going to go over here. So let's go ahead and like make up some space. And let's stick down all these jars. So we're going to have jars, and I think I'm going to do it like this. Like that, and I'll probably make a bunch more jars, and like, let's grab some cobblestone real quick so we can kind of fill in that wall and make a bit more stuff. Let's take you here. I'm going to fill in this wall, and we're going to make, there were 55 aspects, I think, in Thaumcraft. I'm pretty sure it's 55, although it might have changed recently, but there were 55 aspects, so these little jars that we have here is nowhere near enough, so I'm going to set up another level right here. Because the golem can wander around and can actually climb up levels, we can stick down. I'm just going to move that up by 1 for the torch there, so we still get the light. Let's just do a quick check. We're going to need 1 there, but that's fine. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to right-click the golem onto the furnace, like that. We're going to grab this guy, the golem animation core, put that on him. Now, I think the easiest way to do this is actually to pick him back up, like that, and then kind of shift right-click onto, or just right-click onto this thing, which should now be bound to him, or just right-click, yeah, there we go, it's bound to that, and then, so you just right-click on this guy, right-click on the alchemical furnace, and then right-click on the jars for, like, the range that you want that to work. And I think that should be fine. Now, let me test this. If we were to go ahead and grab some more water shards, these things contain aqua, procantio, and the little gem one. I'm not quite sure what the name is. It is this one. We have all of them here. Let's see. If we were to throw that into there, this guy should take the aspect out and be able to carry them to where they need to go. So you grab the procantio, you put it in there. He's going to wander back. He's going to grab the aqua. He's going to put it in there. Oh, look at this guy. Look at him go. He's going to grab the gem one. Oh, yeah. Look at that. He's going to throw it in there. This is absolutely beautiful. So now, instead of having all of those awkward pipes and all of that other awkward stuff, we can just have this little guy go ahead and just throw all of our stuff into all of here, which is absolutely fantastic. And the next thing that I want to do is actually jump around a little bit. We're going to jump back into a little bit of blood magic down here, and we're going to try and upgrade this altar all the way up to a tier 4. Now, a tier 4 requires something known as bloodstone. If we go ahead and type in bloodstone, it's a decorative block from applied energistics, from blood magic, and in order to get this, we need to have a stone and a weak blood shard. Now, a weak blood shard is pretty hard to come by. You need a special tool in order to be able to get it, which we'll probably make next episode, but for now, we're going to upgrade this to a tier 3 altar and get all the stuff required to make the thing that can make the blood shards. I'm being a bit secretive here. Some of you already know what I'm on about, but some of you who don't will be a little bit confused maybe. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to go and grab that the safari net, which I think is in here. Safari net, it is. I'm going to go put the villagers back on, get them spawning again, make a bunch more of these runes, and I'll come back in a second to show you how to upgrade this to a tier 2, and then a tier 3, and then what we're going to do before the end of the episode in order to make a tier 4 next time. So I'm going to do that, guys, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, and a little while later, once you've got 40 more reinforced... Oh! That's not what I want to do. I left that one in too long. No! Okay, so if you actually leave it in too long, in a tier 2 blood altar, it does turn into a reinforced slate, because in order to make a reinforced slate, it's just a normal slate in a tier 2 altar with 2,000 life points. So you'll be careful. Take that one out quickly. I kind of waited a little bit too long there. But once you got yourself 40 blank slates, you can go ahead and make them into some runes. And the reason why we have 40 is because we need 20 of these runes in order to upgrade from tier 1 to, oh, sorry, tier 2 to tier 3, because what we've got downstairs right now is a tier 2. Now, we are going to have to go ahead and smelt up quite a bit of cobblestone. I've gone ahead and made quite a bit of glass between this, between the last cut and now, because we do need this in order to upgrade it. And whilst that's doing that, let's go ahead and kind of just deconstruct. Actually, let's get rid of all you first. And then we are going to have to deconstruct what we have here already, because the new one is, you probably guessed it, a little bit taller. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And once we've got enough stone, we should be able to get ourselves that 20th rune, and we did. Nice. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do when upgrading from a tier 2 to a tier 3 blood altar is move pretty much everything up by 1 block. You'll also notice the sound muffler is not required. I just put it there because these villagers can be god-awfully noisy. And in order to get it from a tier 2, this is still a tier 2 by the way, if we were to right-click right now, it's tier 2. And to upgrade it to a tier 3, we need to come out by 1 block like this and kind of build them 5 like so. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then leave the corners empty for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we head on around here, 5. Now, this is not quite finished yet. The final thing we're going to need, and I'll talk about the villagers in a second, is any block in the world. I'm going to use glass because it's what I've always used, but you can use really any block for this, and I'm pretty sure you don't need it there. But you need 2 glass, or 2 of any block, really, like this. And then on the very top of those 2 glass, you need glowstone. Now, the glowstone is not optional. The glass, like I said, is very optional. You could have, this could be like obsidian for all the game cares. But as long as there is glass up there, and as long as there are 2 blocks in that area, it should be good to go. So, let's see. How much glowstone do we have? We have 3. Which is actually kind of horrible because we could do with 4. So I'm going to have to go ahead and break one of these for the time being, which makes this room look absolutely awful. But we are going to go to the nether in just a second anyway, so we'll probably be able to get some more glowstone then. But if we go ahead and do something like this, get rid of all of you and get ourselves... Oh, we got 4 back. Nice. Usually you don't get 4 back. That's cool. And we fill up these top slots over here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We should now have a tier 3 altar. Look at that, we do. Altar's current tier is tier 3. Nice. So we have to raise it all up 1, which does mean at some point we have to raise the villagers up 1. And the way that you do this with these conveyor belts is just right-click them with the wrench, and then we'll automatically kind of create this like slanted conveyor belt, which will carry them up and over to the blood altar. And now we can kind of just stand here still and kill them off with our dagger of sacrifice over and over and over again, just like we did before. So the reason that we made a tier 3 blood altar is because if we go over to blood magic, we need to make these 4 things here, these 4 elemental inscription tools of water, fire, earth, and air. And to make these, we need to put certain blocks or items into a tier 3 blood altar with so much blood. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on and throw this guy back in, because we are going to need some more villagers any second now. And it makes it, by the way, it spawns a ton of them really quickly. So we need a lapis block, we need a magma cream, which is really easy to make. It's a blaze powder, and we can use, I think, other stuff for that. We'll come back to that in a second. And we need some obsidian, and then the hardest one is gas tier, which is why we have to go back to the nether. Look at this thing. Look at it just spawning villagers. My gosh. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's go grab that block of lapis, which I hope we have. We do just. That looks like... Oh, wow. I'm quite surprised we have 9. I know we have a bunch more over in our quarry, but we'll take that. Do we have any slime? We do not. Do we have anything at all that could make us a magma cream? We do not. Now, the only thing I can think of is getting we can get a ball of glue, but that requires glue, which is a bit of a pain. The only thing I could think of is jumping back into the smeltery to try and get some of that congealed blood. Is that what we're gonna have to do? 30 episodes in, we're gonna have to jump back into the smeltery. Is this thing on? I think it is, but I think we need some form of molten sort of liquid in here. So let's grab some like iron and just stick some molten iron in here. We have a lot of iron. My goodness, the quarry is doing its thing very, very well. I don't want to touch there. Let's wait for that to cook up. How is the quarry doing? We're currently working on aluminium. Do we have any more yellorium yet? Yellorium. We do. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. The quarry, I've left this running for quite a while, so the quarry is doing really well. Let's get you back online. Let's take all that cyanide out. This thing's back up to producing like 1,500 iron per tick. We need to get our power used, because right now we got a lot of power, and most of it's not being used. But we got that. What else do we need? We needed obsidian. Let's take one of you. Whilst we're waiting for everything else, let's head down. Let's turn this off, because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They're kind of struggling here because there's already a bunch up there. But let's throw you in, and let's just kill off like a few of these. Take it back up to 10,000. Like I said in the last Blood Magic episode we did, you can replace these blocks here with any kind of rune that you want. We will updo them in the future. We'll make them like speed runes and runes of capacity and stuff like that to actually upgrade our altar. But for now, I just want to get up to that tier 4 altar so we can make this very specific item that I would very much like to make. And that is already done. I will take you. We will then throw in the lapis. And that should be done in a second now, because it only requires 1,000. It actually really doesn't require all that much at all. And it's almost done. Let's kill a few of these guys off again. There we go. Thank you very much. And then let's have a look if this smeltery is ready for us to jump in it yet. Is it ready? It is. Let's see. Now, I don't know if our armor is going to affect this at all. I don't think it will, to be fair. Oh. It does. Look at that. That is kind of cool. We can just sit here and give blood, and because our armor is so good, it actually doesn't drain any of our life. So I'm going to sit here, guys, until we get, I think it's 144 millibuckets of congealed blood. Let's see here. Where is it at? 160. I'm going to wait here until we get 160 millibuckets, guys, and I'll be back in a second. And once we got that 160 millibuckets worth, we can jump out of here. We are going to need our casting table as opposed to the casting basin, but we should now be able to make that magma cream. So let's get rid of you and throw you down and do this. Make sure the blood is at the bottom. Boom. That should get us a congealed ball of blood, which is absolutely disgusting, but it will allow us to get ourselves a magma cream and therefore the inscribing tool that we need. So we'll take you, throw that into the blood altar like so. Kill a few more of these guys because they are stacking up, and they do cause quite a bit of lag if they're left unattended. And once this thing's done, we're going to go to the nether and see if we can get a ghast here. Now, there we go, it's done. Beautiful. Shouldn't be too hard, I don't think, because we can now fly, and we do have, like, super badass armor. So, I'm going to grab my sword of beheading, not because I need to behead anything, but because it's the strongest sword we have. I'm going to go to the nether, I'm going to grab a ghast here if I can, as well as some glowstone. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now that we're back from probably the most annoying ghast fight in history, he wouldn't leave from above the... It was like floating above the lava, and if I killed him above the lava, we'd lose the ghast here. So I had to go ahead and, like, drag him out into the land, which was, like, a massive pain in the backside. But we have ourselves a ghast here, so we should just be able to throw this again into the tier 3 altar, like so, and it should turn into that final elemental inscription tool that we need. Let's see, come on. Turn green. Turn green. I will sacrifice all of the villagers to you. Ghast here. There we go. Oh, well, blue, I guess. We already got green, but there we go. We now have all 4 of these different colors that we need in order to do the ritual that we're going to do next episode. And trust me, guys, this does link back into the Thaumcraft that we were doing at the beginning of the episode. But for now, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, leave a comment down below. If you feel like you need to leave a comment, it does help out a ton. And I will see you guys next time.